This is the most important fight in the life of Karol Nawrocki, the battle for the office of President of Poland. It's not easy because from the very beginning opponents set out with a mission to destroy the citizens' candidate. Crowds gather at meetings with Nawrocki, and in the media there are more and more so-called scandals unfolding with the help of the services of the December 13th coalition. It has to be said that in a short period of time, only since the beginning of the election campaign, probably no one has seen as many investigations as Dr. Karol Nawrocki. We learn about another investigation to add to this collection from a statement from the Gdansk prosecutor's office. In the case of exceeding powers in the period from 18th of October 2017 to June 2024 in Gdansk by public officials, directors of the World War II Museum in Gdansk, by allowing the use of rooms and apartments at the World War II Museum. The mechanism in this case is remarkably apolitical to the point of ridiculousness. First, the revelations are described by Gazeta Wyborcza. Then there is a notice to the prosecutor's office from the Civic Coalition MP Roman Giertych. And finally, the actions of the investigators headed by Adam Bodnar. But there is one thing that brings resistance to such actions. It is Poles who are coming to the meetings with Karol Nawrocki in increasing numbers. I have to face the whole party machine, the party industry, the financial industry, the television industry, which is behind my main opponent. Thanks to the citizens, thanks to you, I can protect myself from the entire state apparatus brought against me. What's more, Karol Nawrocki, at a press conference and meetings with citizens, has repeatedly explained the matter. I did not stay 200 days in any apartment. I have invoices, transfers, and a number of proofs that I did not stay 200 days in one room. That's why the prosecutor's message must be strong, so that the most loyal fans of the December 13th coalition don't have any doubts. To conduct the investigation, the prosecutor entrusted the provincial police station in the Gdansk department for fighting corruption. The crime is punishable by imprisonment from 1 to 10 years. Many more lies will be told in this campaign. That's why it's important to keep an eye on the elections, because if Nawrocki's opponents are using the services to run a dirty campaign, then anything can be expected. But the problem with this whole game against Nawrocki, which the Polish people are not buying, is the passivity towards our own. At the same time, Trzaskowski, as president of Warsaw, and at the same time vice chairman of Civic Platform, spent 250 days on delegations. And for what? And the same media are not talking about it. At the same time, we learn that the services are unable to catch dangerous thugs. Thus, in such a situation, the solution for Tusk's environment is the so-called run to the front, that is, to multiply issues and publicize them to the point of pain. Again, the irony. Wyborcza reached the notice that the Supreme Audit Office filed with the prosecutor's office. It concerns the mismanaged spending of public funds in the amount of at least 15 million zloty by Karol Nawrocki and the Director General of the Institute of National Remembrance. So, right in the middle of a campaign from an apolitical individual, Marian Banash, in the pages of Wyborcza, we learn about the mismanagement of the head of the Institute of National Remembrance. You can't help but believe it. And yet people do not believe it. Proof, the Social Committee in support of Karol Nawrocki, already nearly 1,000 people strong. Doctors, athletes, scientists, artists and entrepreneurs. I know he is a good choice. It is our great privilege that we can choose freedom, independence and sovereignty by circling his name. It is his saying that we are Polish and have Polish duties that convinces me the most. I believe he can be, as a non-partisan candidate, the president of all Poles. By the same token, however, the slogan "Search till you find" in Nawrocki's case may yield results different from those expected. The political scene has already observed the overheating of the topic, because on the other side stands the thesis, no matter how, it is important that they speak, and the name is not twisted. In the United States there was an attempt to destroy the Republican candidate. He has been brought to trial after trial, and he became president. It is worth mentioning that until he became a presidential candidate, Karol Nawrocki had no proceedings in the prosecutor's office. I am very sorry that the Polish prosecutor's office is used in such a vulgar way for political activities and actions of the Civic Platform and Tusk. This is the lowest democratic standard. Finally, please consider one more fact. Nawrocki has also been prosecuted by Russia for destroying Soviet propaganda monuments. Oh, and one more fact. The SS men withdrew from the lawsuit against the candidate. The attack from this side was apparently considered counterproductive. For Poland.